press the button. It's recording because Skype doesn't. Or no, this is Zoom. Jesus.
That's okay.
It's all the same.
There are too many platforms.
It's all the same. They all suck, really.
Yeah.
They all glitch. They all kick you off.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, at least this isn't the snap face.
Snap face.
Yeah, we'll snap it. We were too old to know it's...
Yeah, sorry, man. You got us there. Old folks over here.
It's not an actual app. It's just I've heard Jimmy Kimmel, I think, refer to Facebook or Snapchat as Snapface once. And just
that's
yeah.
Oh, they should just call it Slap Face.
Yeah, slap face. That'd be good.
That'd be a good app.
I think
Just taking
Slap
videos.
face.
Yeah, just taking videos of slapping people. That could work.
Yeah. Or like there's somehow a hand that comes out and slaps
Or like
you.
emits like a super bright light and obnoxious sound, like pew!
And
It's
it'll,
like,
like, slap
and a
your
face
eyes.
slap.
That works too.
Yes. Well,
Anyways.
good
See,
evening.
we're just gonna keep going.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen who are watching this on YouTube. I'm Colin. You're watching Thrashers Paradise, and I am joined once again with the very disturbing Dr. Death and the very murderous Madame Champsville of 30 Immolated and 16 Return. And they have joined me this evening to talk about their brand new EP. Damn it, I had it on.
It's a long title.
The Burial of the Dead, which is out next Friday. Which is the 14th. Whenever it's the 14th. Whenever this video gets uploaded.
Yeah, whatever the 14th is. Who knows what time it is?
Exactly. It's just, what are days anymore?
Yeah.
Right? They all kind of meld into each other.
Yeah.
Outside was.
Whoa, what's the outside world?
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. So sad. It's just become so sad.
Is. Yes. No. Well. Thank you both for joining me tonight to discuss the brand new EP and I guess whatever else comes up.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah.
Really happy to be talking to you again.
It's always a good time.
Yes, you're welcome. I said from day one, you're more than welcome back on whenever, and you just continually keep accepting the offers and keep responding back to us. Yeah,
right? It's the masochistic nature in us. We just need it.
Exactly, or the sadist.
Or the sadist,
a
a little bit of both.
Yeah, why not? I don't care. Gives it's people to talk to.
Right? Exactly.
You're more than that. You're more than just people to talk to, Colin.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So, same for the both of you. But no,
Thank you.
so I was very blessed by you, Dan, because I did get to listen to the album a bit earlier than a lot of other people will.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it a bit earlier today. Holy crap. Just listening to it. Yes. Just by listening to it, I could tell this was probably a pain in the ass to record and figure out during the writing process.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. So it was a bit of a monster to put together. So basically, it's kind of a cover album. It's actually, the music is written by Igor Stravinsky, who is a famous Russian composer of the early 20th century. And this piece that I arranged for the band is probably the most infamous modernist work ever written. When it was premiered in 1913 in Paris, it started a riot. People couldn't handle the music. Was very because the music was very primal and yet very dissonant, and the choreography of the dance was crazy.
There's a ballet that goes along with it, by the way.
There's the ballet.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the ballet is based on ancient Slavic sacrifice rituals. Not unlike like the description of like what Stravinsky wanted people to see when he wrote the music is not unlike the movie Midsommar.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but in this case, the Virgin would dance herself to death. And it's like this is a huge
Ah,
30-minute work for orchestra. It's known as an almost like a, not impossible, but one of the more difficult works for orchestras to play. And I've always thought, the second I heard it, is like, this is so fucking metal. Every time I heard the piece, it's like, this, we have to do this. It was like a life goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
and now
It's
And
been.
now,
it's finally coming out.
yeah, well, now I've done 3 movements. So the whole thing is 3, 6, 9, 12. Wait, how many? 6.
Got the CD up.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
it's somewhere up there. I think it's 12 movements in total, and I've done 4 actually, including the introduction, 4 movements. So it's going to be, so this is like the first installment, and I'm a fairly particular person about my timelines on things, and so my plan has always been, we released a 30 Immolated original self-titled EP, and I was going to like, okay, a few movements of the Rite of Spring, and then we're going to release the next 30 Immolated like original material, which is going to be the Eternal Hate Machine, right? And then after that we'll do
Ooh.
more Rite of Spring, and then we're going to just, one after the other. It's going to keep oscillating between like Rite of Spring and then original music by us.
Okay. Awesome. So, because you did bring it up, when could we expect the next original
I'm,
album out?
I'm hoping so. I just, like, today finished inputting all the notes into the final movement that I wrote for the next one, the Eternal Hate Machine. And then I have to, like, go and, like, yumble things and fix things up and things like that. But, so, learning, memorizing, recording, probably next year, late summer.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's my goal at least. We'll see if that happens. I mean, if we keep getting locked down, then I have all the time in the world for this, right?
Yeah, it could be in the next 6 months. You
What the
never
hell
know.
else am I gonna do, right?
Basically.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that'll be, and actually, I've already written, I've recorded actually a demo of that material. It's out there.
Oh, wow.
It's on a Bandcamp. The link, God, I don't even know what the link is. I have a CD of it. I don't think I have any CDs left. I've given them all away to friends and stuff.
Shameless self-promotion.
Right? But that's, wait, so much glare. Can you see
Okay.
it? Yeah. So that's it there.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, and it's like a super rough recording of stuff that I did. So the Eternal Hate Machine, I've been writing it since 2007.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was in the last year of my undergrad, and I'd finally felt like I'd learned enough about composition that I could like start writing metal using like modern classical composition techniques. So I started writing this, and I wrote like 6 movements, and then instantly threw out 3 or 4 of them because they were garbage. And then when I did my masters, I did a couple more movements, held on to them, liked them, and then finally like this year. No, end of last year, I started writing the last few movements of it, and it's finally finished. So it's been like a pain in the ass, taking forever to do it, but it's been one of those like monumental, like life works. And it's finally going to be finished. It has a string quartet, so there's going to be,
Ooh.
yeah, it's going to have. So it's kind of funny. So Gorguts, Luc Lemay, I was never like his friend or like his pen pal, but we wrote each other back and forth a few times. I had met him outside a concert, gave him a CD of my classical music, and he was interested, so he like emailed me and just asked me about it, and we started talking. He told me, I'm writing an album, hopefully with string quartet. What was the name of the album he did with string quartet?
Colored Sands?
I think it was Colored Sands.
Was that the one?
Somebody's
I don't
gonna,
know if you know what we're
somebody when they
referring
watch
to.
this on YouTube is gonna make out this asshole doesn't know it's this album, and they're right. I am an asshole for not knowing which album it is. Anyways, one of the later Gorguts albums has string quartets, and we had a conversation about that, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm doing the same thing because the Eternal Hate Machine is also based on works with string quartet." So, because I love, like Ruth and I, when we went to school for composition, like string quartet's the best thing in the world to write for. You can get like the most evil sounds in the world, and the
My
darkest.
favorite ensemble. You
Yeah.
can do so much noise with them too, which is really my jam. I
Yeah.
love doing a lot of noise, and anyways, they're amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So, a lot of bands will decide to do that. But yeah, Luc Lemay did a great job. The way that I incorporate them is quite different. Like, they're incorporated directly into the music with the metal band. And, like, it's, the entire work is through composed where, like, I write an initial movement and every other movement is one way or another based off of that. Right? So they all come from an original seed of an idea and it kind of expands out. And it's, string quartet, one movement's going to have a solo soprano singing over top.
Like 30 Immolated did originally.
Yeah.
The first album.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. The original music that I wrote had like a soprano singing for the first album. You can find videos on YouTube. When we premiered it in Edmonton, there was a sopranos vocalist by the name of Caitlin.
Yeah, Treble.
Caitlin Treble. She's amazing. Her range was out of this world.
Probably a virtuoso, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're here to talk about the Rite of Spring.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we're here to talk about everything. Metal and everything. Metal and art. But yeah, the Rite of Spring was just, it was just something I've always wanted to do, and I had to see it happen or I just wasn't going to forgive myself. I actually arranged most of it on the bus. So when I'd finished writing my thesis finally and I was done getting edits, because when you're doing a PhD and you do your thesis, you have to wait for like months for your supervisor to contact you because they're too busy or something. So I was like, I need something to do because I'm stuck on this bus for like, it was like an hour and a half drive back and forth to work. I was a caretaker at this huge cleaning wipe factory. An office building, but I was like the caretaker and like the handyman, but hour and a half bus ride there and back, so I had nothing to do, so I'd bring the laptop and I'd do work. But I arranged most of this Rite of Spring on the bus, which sucks, by the way. So I did most of it there, and then and disseminated parts to everybody in the band, and we just all kind of figured it out together. So everyone definitely had a hand in it, but I originally arranged everything, all the music, figured it out, gave it to everyone, and then we all decided, it was like, they're all like, Dan, we can't do this. Take out a note here and there. So it's like we'd have to go back.
Some of the stretches were like physically impossible.
Yeah.
I have very small hands to begin with, so
yeah.
figure
And just
that out.
getting Mr. Bones to like do less is very difficult. So he just
drummer.
He just loves to just play all the time.
Yeah.
The crazy drummer. It's hard to slow him down.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah. So
when I was listening to it,
no, go ahead.
okay, because when I was listening to it earlier, it was sounding very progressive, like with all the stops and all that. It was sounding very progressive. Was that with what had to be done, was that the intention going in, that we kind of had to play around with it and make it a bit more progressive for it to work to perform?
No, well, I mean, basically, like the notes and the rhythms, I didn't change. It was a lot of just arrangement. And the song is, for today's standards, like when people talk about prog music, a lot of them say it was like, well, you have to go back to the beginning, you have to go back to post-romantic, early 20th century music, like Stravinsky, Debussy, Ravel, all those classical guys. A lot of the prog guys get their chops and they get their composition ideas from that era of music, of where we're playing. And that's really that it sounds progressive now. Back then it sounded like crazy extreme avant-garde, but now that we've heard so much more, like we've heard Portal now. So like, Stravinsky is now just like progressive music. Right, and it's still heavy, it's still dissonant. Harmonically, it's pretty crazy. He uses something called polytonality, which is most bands, almost any band you listen to, they will write all instruments in under one scale or under one key. What Stravinsky does is he has two keys that are usually separated by, I don't know, third or fourth. I can't remember what it is for this one. I think it changes. Can you play a C major and an E major chord at the same time?
I can try. There we go, and there we go.
There you go. Can you bring it? Wait, let's do it lower. Can't hear it that high. Hold on.
Alright, I'll do the C major, you do the E.
Okay, I'll do the E major. Ready?
And
go. So that has a weird sound. So we're gonna just do. So that's C major. And stop. That's E major. You put them together. Two different happy sounds equal one grotesque sound. And that's what a lot of the harmony for this piece is based on. Is it's got this weird. Oh, where did I go? I disappeared. It's got this weird because of that. It's got a weird quirkiness to it. It has a very strange. It's not dark, but it's just strange and twisted in its own way. Which is very different from like when I write my music harmonically, everything I do is very dense and very dark.
Everything okay there?
The cat taking over the room.
Yeah, the cat tried to get my attention by knocking over my keys. So
nice.
Yeah, not right now.
So I love cats.
Yeah, cats
Such shit disturbers.
Yeah, they
I
rule the
just
universe.
fucking love them. I love cats. Possibly more than I love dogs.
Yeah, very very prog album. A lot like the quick stops. There's a lot more melodies. It's a lot more clear than the EP. It's also because the mixing style is very different too. With the first EP, it was mixed so that the drums were very prominent, the bass was very prominent and very punchy, traditional death metal sound. With this one, we wanted something a lot more clean and clear. So the bass drum is recessed a little bit, and the guitar is a little more up front so that you get that harmony, and it's just a different balance. It's a lot drier.
It's been compared to more black metal sound.
Yeah, I guess more of like a thinner black metal sound than
the beefy death metal sound.
yeah, like the first one had much right?
Like Cannibal Corpse and that kind of sound, you know.
But it was what the music needed. Yeah, like when you're mixing, you're just like, what is this? You always go in with an idea of what you think it's gonna be, and then when you get going with it, it's like that's not gonna work. It's killing the music if I mix it like that. So you have to screw around with it and just find out what works with all the frequencies. And for this one, yeah, it's a little bit of a thinner sound, and the bass drum's not quite as loud, but still like everything in the forefront. And the vocals are a little bit more recessed as well.
Yeah, no, awesome. I do want to thank you for actually showing me what you were talking about with the piano. That I think that really helped me better understand what you meant, and probably a lot of the people that have no idea how to play instruments, how it works.
Yeah. Well, like in Stravinsky, he had these great ideas for writing music on top of that. So it kind of helped with the whole the polytonality with like two different key centers at once, two happy things stacked on top of each other. Is the way that he'd originally like compose it is he'd write like a riff, and then he'd write another riff, and then he'd chop them up, and he'd copy them out like 100 different pieces of it and cut them up, and then staple them to pieces of paper in a new order.
Huh.
And then he just stacked things. So it was just very simplistic, like a few different, like as we'd call it in the metal world,
The early
riffs.
stages of tape splicing.
Basically, like electronic tape splicing. It's basically that, where you have like something, you chop it up and then you reorder it into different ways. And this is how he did a lot. So you hear a lot of callback from different riffs and things like that, but that's what he did. But we're talking about early 20th century, so he had carbon paper he used a lot for copying, and a stapler.
Wow.
And that's how he would like create the initial sketches for what he did.
So what was your impression of it when you heard it? We haven't actually fully heard your thought, other than holy crap.
I wasn't expecting it. Because it sounds a lot different from the Antechamber of Hell.
Yeah, it really does.
Yes.
It does, and I was really caught off guard.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good. It was different, but in a good way, you know?
Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a palate cleanser for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's the idea, right?
Yeah, it definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a different composer, but same band. So it's got some of the things like our drummer, Mr. Bones, has things that he always does when he plays the drums, and you can hear it's like a motif that he's bringing back.
Well, it's a signature.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Just like the way that
his sound,
Dustin
yeah.
plays the bass. Sorry, Disgusting Smith plays the bass. Has a certain sound to it, and like I have little things. I love pinch harmonics, things that I do, little slides. Ruth has noise things that she likes to do.
Yeah.
You know, so like we have the things that we do that makes it sound like us, but like the composer is different, right? And so the music is very, very different.
Yeah.
Not only is the music different, but the album artwork is a complete flip from what Antechamber of Hell was.
Yes,
Because
very different personalities created these.
Yeah.
So this is it was created by our very good friend Kayla Rulis. She's a local artist in Hamilton.
oh,
There it is.
that makes it even better.
That's the original. Now I have a write-up of a little of what she said, what this picture is about. I have it in, you probably saw, I don't know if you read like the liner notes that I sent you.
Yes.
Okay, so I wrote a little bit about
phone will unlock.
Okay. Okay, so in her words, this one I'm gonna read it. Juxtaposes human anatomy with an animal, plant, insect, etc. that has a biological trait relatable to a specific compulsive habit. Snakes have the ability to consume large animals, and when threatened or stressed, they will regurgitate their food to empty their stomach in order to help them get away from danger. Bulimia nervosa is a disease that can be characterized by binge eating followed by purging as a means of preventing weight gain. Okay, so this is
bulimia.
Bulimia is the name of the art, and it's obviously about bulimia, right? And it's beautiful. And as I explained in the liner notes, the second I saw this one, I was like, I have such a strong connection to this for a lot of different reasons. One of them, during my PhD, a good friend of ours, Matthew Unger, really got us into a type of philosophy called the grotesque. And in the grotesque, it talks about combinations of different parts put together.
And different things that have nothing to do with each other, like animal and plant or mineral and animal, things like that. So an example of that, you know the creature, the griffin, that's part bird, lion. That's kind of
the griffin.
first example that they give to sort of help you understand what the grotesque is. It's a combination of two things that have nothing to do with each other, but they've been combined. So that's the grotesque.
Yeah, and it's also something that they call liminality, which is when you have two different opposing objects, it's the thing that exists in between the two. So when you combine two things that are opposite, what the result is something that's grotesque. Something that's directly that lies in the middle of it, which is what my music is, which is the whole reason why I went to school for music, was to learn all the different traits of a classical avant-garde composer and bring them into death metal. But I've been playing death metal a lot longer than I've been composing classical music, so I bring all those traits of death metal into my classical music as well. And so my artistic aesthetic is the grotesque, which is what that painting is. That's a combination of all these different things, right? And the Point of Spring, that's like Igor Stravinsky, classical modernist, nose in the air, what we call dweem, dead white European, what is it?
Male.
Yeah, dead white European male. It's like what we all call them in school, right? And just smush that together with technical death metal, right? And the result is the Burial of the EP.
Yeah. And on top of that, Kayla's work combines obviously the animal world and the plant world.
Yeah.
And that is also very much the behind the story of the Rite of Spring, like we were explaining before, which is like sacrificial rituals to bring on springtime, essentially. That's a lot of it. And that painting kind of also at the same time expressed that to Dan, and when he pointed that out, I said, that's definitely true.
So I emailed her right away, and we're good friends with her, and I emailed her right away, and I was like, I need that. You need to sell me the license for that. And I've told her for each one that we release in the future, she's got to paint a new one, so it's got to be like a series of paintings.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's an incredible artist. Yeah, very, very opposite of what the 30 Immolated
Oh, yeah.
EP cover was, which
Well,
was
that adds to the palette cleansing if you
Yes.
will,
Yeah.
between the two, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
but it's a very important to me to attach specific artwork to the album. Like the aesthetic is a big deal to me, and I look very specifically for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the original,
Oh, no, of course.
I was very much looking for something not the same, but more abstract version of, like, say, Cannibal Corpse. What's that artist's name? Who does Cannibal Corpse? Somebody, anyone, give me his name.
I'm sorry, I'm
Album artist,
terrible with
anyone?
that.
Cannibal Corpse? We gotta look it up.
If David was here, he'd be screaming
know.
it at us right
I'm
now,
sorry, David.
and he'd be very embarrassed. He
Yeah,
probably
someone's
is
gotta
if
find
he's
it.
watching that.
Corpse.
Artwork, yeah.
Art.
Come on, we all have phones. Someone's got to find it.
Oh, come on, Google.
Right?
Google, what is the name of the artist who does the Cannibal Corpse albums? Oh, it's the one time she doesn't react.
Yeah.
Vince Locke?
Yeah, Vincent Locke. That's it. Yeah, I love his art right from day one. When I was in high school, I used to attempt to wear a Butchered at Birth shirt, which of course,
Oh.
I also had the two.
Was that the one your mom cut up?
Well, yeah, my mom cut that one up into little tiny pieces because, well, she's a mom.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
And,
A lot of things
yeah.
disappeared.
Two with the mutilated shirt, gone. What else did I have? Cancer, Death Shall Rise. It's a classic. It was a long sleeve too. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that artwork, that type of artwork for that EP was like, I needed something like that. And it's also important to me to connect to local artists. It's been like a habit since we were in Edmonton. When this band started, we used to always collaborate with like local artists, like dancers and electronic musicians. So that when we continued the band here, it's like we gotta keep that going. So we had like the local dancer Zena T with us all the time. And we had local artist Augustine for the first album, Kayla for this EP. For the Eternal Hate Machine, we already have an artist locked down, David Carlton,
Yeah.
who's an incredible artist.
Who would be screaming at us right now because we couldn't remember the name of the artist
Yes.
for Cannibal Corpse?
And he's also, but
I really hope he's watching this right now. He might like message us soon, but probably not.
it's I like artists who use. I have nothing against digital art. I think digital art's awesome. I mean, I watch Disney movies with our kid all the time, so
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
And it is really cool.
But the type of art that I like hanging up in our house is art done by somebody's hands, like hand to the canvas type thing.
Yeah. I guess more analog.
Yeah, basically, more tactile. Like everything's more,
Yeah.
it's very tactile. Things are very, very important to me.
Yeah.
I have a hard time. Like I need to touch and feel everything. Like
I won't say it.
yeah, don't. She has a story. She's
No,
not.
no,
gonna
no,
tell you.
it's okay. That sounded really bad. It's not, I don't know. Okay, I'll take that back.
Right,
Correct.
right.
Correct. It's not at all about that. It's about a completely different story.
I've been like told off by security guards at art galleries because I can't help but to like touch.
That's what I'm laughing about. That's what
I
I'm
wouldn't even notice that everyone would look at like.
Hey, Dan.
There was like this weird art. It was, I can't remember where we were, but there was like these fabric.
It was Christine.
Yeah, it was like there was this
Graduation.
fabric weird like toques thing hanging from the ceiling, and it literally said "Don't touch it."
They were like mobile.
But I was just sitting there like talking to people, and like next thing I know, my fingers inside of it,
spinning it on its.
like throwing the art around my head, and everyone's like, "Dan, stop, stop."
I looked at him like, Dan, what are you doing? Anyways, I'll
Yeah.
stop. Sorry.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why I was laughing, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, sorry, we digress.
We digress, but yes, that's the story of the artwork. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful artwork, and we're very much looking forward to getting commissioning her for more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Moral of the story: you can't take Dan anywhere.
No,
Yeah,
you
no.
can dress him up in a wedding dress beautifully, but you can't take him out.
Right.
Yeah.
They would probably look at me less strange with a wedding dress in one of those places.
If you were doing that,
Yeah.
especially touching
I'd be
the
like, I'm
artwork,
part of the art. Part of the art.
Yeah,
Can't stop me.
yeah.
I am art.
I am. We should just get you a T-shirt that just says "I am art."
Yeah, I agree.
Someone else can be like, hi, I'm Colin.
Start calling you Arthur
Right, Arthur?
for art, you know.
Yes. Or art.
Yes.
Her.
Right?
Boom.
There you go.
Art, hurt, yes.
That worked.
No, this next question doesn't have to do with the EP. It actually has to do with Cannibal Corpse.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, new albums and
Because it has to do with the new album because they came out with what I think maybe for the first time they've done is 2 album covers.
yes.
2 versions of the
Yeah.
album artwork. What I call the PG one
yeah,
With the
and the
mouth,
Face.
right?
yeah.
yeah, that's the PG one.
Yeah. The other one is great. Oh my god, it's brutal.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
Of course.
It's definitely something that I showed my mom both artworks and she just looked at me and went, "What the hell?"
Room.
Yeah.
Is that what she said?
Essentially. I forget what she said, but it wasn't as funny as my dad, who doesn't know much about like metal album covers.
Yeah.
So I just showed him. I started showing him all the Cannibal Corpse ones, and he's just looking at it, and it's just like, "What the fuck, Colin?"
Right?
I'm like, "It's good music."
It's
is.
heavy, groovy tunes. Like,
Oh man,
really
that new
good
album's
album.
really
Yes.
good.
One of the better ones in the last few. Like, they haven't done anything bad.
No,
But
never.
it's-
I
Yeah.
can't really say that.
Yeah.
No.
It's the last one to really stick out for me since Evisceration Plague.
Was that the Wretched
Yeah, the
Spawn?
Wretched Spawn. It's the last one to really, really stick out to me since the Wretched Spawn.
Yeah.
Every album in between's been great, but to like really like they just have so many albums that you look for the ones that really stick out, right?
That album
Yeah.
was the gateway into Cannibal
But
Corpse.
like, what a band, right? All these years and he's still writing like gold material.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yes.
don't know. It's never bad.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know,
what is
some-
their formula to be that good?
Some
Like,
albums
Jesus.
aren't as great as others, obviously, but it's never something I'd like, be like, oh, why?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I've really
That's
missed Jack Owen since he left because the Wretched Spawn was the last album that Jack Owen was on.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and I really like he always wrote.
I
like,
thought
heavy.
Didn't he?
I thought Red Before Black was the last album he was
Yeah.
on.
Was it
he-
Oh wait, are we talking about
Sorry,
Jack Owen?
the guitarist.
Jack Owen? Was he the
Bald
yeah?
guy.
Was he the first one or was he the one that got arrested?
No, that was the
No.
other guy. That's Pat O'Brien, I think.
Oh, okay, we're okay.
Yeah, I know.
Talking about completely different things. Okay.
Well, that was a whole other situation.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
I feel for the band. I don't know
Yeah.
if I feel for Pat O'Brien, but I feel for the band.
I feel for the bit, but I'm just happy they were able to find someone that they could trust and be confident enough to work with Violent Unimagined.
The guy
To
mixes
create-
all their albums. Yeah. I
Yeah.
do not trust him.
Yeah.
The guy's a seasoned, like a veteran guitar player.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, Jack Owen? Is that who
No, Eric Rutan
Oh, Eric Couton. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
from Hate Eternal. Yeah, because he's been mixing their last few albums, and he's been on tour forever, and like
Yeah, it's with them.
fantastic. Yeah, great writer. Shit, they hit the gold with him too. I mean,
Oh yeah.
what a fit! Imagine having your mixing engineer in your band. Awesome.
Isn't that the majority of independent or local bands?
No, not all. Well, independent, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, local band. But like, I mean, like guy who like puts out like top of the line, like
Oh,
top
fair
of the line
enough.
indie stuff. You know, like Cannibal Corpse is like independent, kind of. You know,
In a way.
yeah, in a way. Got a lot of fans for being independent.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
He's no, he's a great musician. What a great add to the band. And as long as they just keep that core going. A lot of people don't like Mazurkowicz's drums, but I think he has a sound and a tone. Like, there's something about the way that he hits the crap out of those drums that's just sounds great. And he just has a sound to him. And he's not fancy. It's kind of like Pete Sandoval from Morbid Angel, fast as hell, but very like kind of basic and just does his job. But like, what a great sound that he has too, right? So some of these drummers, they just have a tone to them. Like Dave Lombardo, every time he hits a drum, it's like, that's Dave Lombardo. I know that sound.
Yeah.
Or like Gene Hoglan, I know the sound of Gene Hoglan.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, Mazurkowicz is one of those guys. He's not the best drummer in the world, but he has his sound, and it's
Yeah, one of his
recognizable.
works. That's exactly what Cannibal Corpse needs in a lot of ways. Like
Yeah.
he still gets really cool grooves going, and
Yeah, I think anything more technical would really bog down the riffs.
Yeah.
He's perfect for me. He's always just really fit the band.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah,
back
that
to
new album's
the. It is.
Yeah, sorry.
It truly
I
is.
love that album. I warned you, I'll just keep talking.
Back to Burial of the Dead. Your EP coming out on the 14th. Yes.
Yes.
So I'm assuming it will be hitting the majority of streaming platform services on the day.
Yes.
That being Bandcamp, Spotify, wherever else you can find 30
Amazon,
or
yeah. All the major ones, and on Bandcamp, and yeah. It should be there, and I think it's selling so Bandcamp, yeah. So it's selling for $1 a track, or you can buy the whole thing, and if you buy the whole album, it comes with the album insert, with the artwork, and I've written out a whole, basically like a statement about what the entire album is about in the language of the Libertines, of the Marquis de Sade, basically. Using his language and just saying basically what it's about and the whole premise behind it. It's a fun read.
excellent. No, my question is, besides it hitting all the streaming platform services on the 14th, will there be anything else to go with it?
Yes, there's a lyric video. Thank you. It's going to be actually premiering on No Clean Singing. Yeah. On the No Clean Singing website on Tuesday, May 11th.
Okay.
Is that right? Yes.
Is that too? Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Tuesday, May 11th. Yes. It'll be on there. I don't have the actual time yet, but I'm going to find out and I'm going to be posting it. But the lyric video will be on there as well.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so the single will be premiering on Tuesday and the album drops on the Friday. Just because it was the only day that they had available. So, and from like a indie musician, you take what you can.
What was it like to get a music or a lyrical video done for one of your songs?
I did it myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I did the one for Antechamber of Hell myself as well. I just have
It's not us playing or anything. That's the thing, eh?
let's play what? Oh yeah, well
The video. It's not us playing.
yeah, it's
the
just
video.
like it's the album cover and all the lyrics. But yeah, I do all that
Yeah.
stuff myself. When we were in our PhDs, anything you did, you had to have proof of in video. So we got pretty good at editing and stuff like that. It's not professional jobs like like the more major independent bands have, but it gets the point across, and you get to see the artwork,
Yeah,
and you get to see the lyrics. And so,
which is the important thing.
Yeah. So what did you think of the lyrics? Can you understand?
That's the question.
To be honest, I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on while I was listening to it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like confusion.
I wasn't focused really on the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably when I listen to it for a second time, I'll start to actually physically be like, oh, okay, these are the words.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, check out, like in the lyric video, I have all the lyrics, obviously, for the first one, which is, so what I did for the lyrics for this EP, it's actually somewhat of a more of a academic or classical music background thing, is I took poetry, like famous pieces of poetry, and I set them. So the first one is T.S. Eliot, it's his famous poem, The Wastelands. And it's a 5, I have it here, hold on. Come prepared. I'm a good little boy.
Wow, everything's in arm reach.
This is
our lair.
Yeah.
Actually, you are currently. Oh yeah. Check this out. Hold on.
Wastelands.
You see that frame in the back there?
The big one?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is the score for the song "The Circle of Shit" on our first album. The second track, the really slow one.
Crap.
That's the score for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The guitar player of our original lineup in Edmonton,
Cale
Fenneman, he, as a going away, because we left Edmonton to come to Ontario, as a going away gift, he took, that was his part on stage, because Circle of Shit is nearly impossible to memorize. There's almost no repetition. So I was nice to these guys, and I printed off giant scores for them to put on the ground to play along
Well, because you've seen, like, in an orchestra, people have, like, music stands in front of them, and they're playing, you know, whatever their instruments. So for a death metal band, you can't really have that, because that kind of ruins the whole image and the whole, like, experience of the live performance, right? So, yes,
like, put on the ground.
Giant pages, giant scores for all of us, because it's really hard to memorize.
Yeah, like impossible.
And we just had them on the floor.
But we have it memorized now. We don't
There's
have...
a footprint, actually, of a shoe
Yeah.
on this one.
You can barely see it, but yeah, there's a footprint on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the lyrics, so the first one, like I said, is T.S. Eliot, famous English poet, and it's, and this is the name of his poem, is Burial of the Dead. The Burial of the Dead.
Burial of the Dead.
Right?
There you go.
Okay.
And it's basically about how the springtime, how like nature takes the death of the previous year and builds upon it for new birth, right? And regeneration of life. But it does it in a very strange way. And the way that he did it is very similar to the way that I love to deal with music and lyrics. And I was talking about how Stravinsky uses, is he would write out his poems and they would be very automatic. He would just wake up and just write, whatever kind of came to mind. And then he would send it to friends and he would tell them, edit this, take things out that don't make sense, take things out that you don't like, rearrange it however you want, send it back to me. And they'd all do that and they'd rearrange his poetry for him, and then that's how he put it out. So
that's why it sounds so weird.
So it's like it's all these modes of abstraction that he creates in order to take it a little further away from being personalized, which was a big thing in the 20th century, is how to just kind of abstract things and make them different. And I love doing that with music too. Like with the words themselves.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's why his poetry is, you feel like you're gonna get meaning out of it, but then it just escapes you. It's like kind of like sand in your hands. You're like, I got it, it's gone.
Yeah, it's because it's been ripped apart and put back.
That's because after you're like, no, it still doesn't make any sense really, but it does. But no.
It's kind of like a Frankenstein monster,
Yeah.
and that's how I love like a lot of the lyrics. What I do is I'll write out all the lyrics, and I'll take certain phrases that I like, and I'll move them around to however I want to do. Or I'll do little things like I'll roll the dice and see which numbers come up, and then I'll rearrange things according to however that. Just abstractions, so things are not so linear, not so straightforward. It's just little games that I like to play, and I'm hoping someone will go and find the original source and call me out on it, and we'll have a fun conversation. But for me, a lot of what music is playing games with your listener. See if they can catch on to little tricks that you put on there, and they'll come and talk to you at a concert about it and things like that. And that's what I love to do, is to have like a strange, not deeper, but a stranger connection with audience members.
Mm-hmm.
Has it happened yet?
Oh yeah, I've had a few people come up and talk to me about things. Good friend of ours, Nate Fanning, he's trombone player for the Kitchener-Waterloo Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, he totally called Dan out on a couple mistakes in his transcription. His
Yeah, the
arrangement
first
of the
time that we
strings.
played one of
He's been playing the original, the orchestral
Yeah.
piece many times
but
with an orchestra. And he's like, yeah, you missed that, you missed this. I'm like, stop it. But no, I'm just joking around.
But I love, I love to have little things like that happen with people, and it's just something I put into the music all the time, and that's why I love to do what T.S. Eliot does and like rearrange things. So T.S. Eliot did the poetry for the first one. For the introduction is Baudelaire, and it's his poem Spleen, which I had Ruth do, and then I messed with it. I have software that I learned how to use in my PhD called Maximus P, and I just kind of mess with it. And so all the stuff that you hear, like the weird stuff in the beginning of the voice, I'm improvising that on the computer. Like all the weird sounds that you hear. I have a whole bunch of tracks playing at once, and I'm mixing it live
you
on
can
the
do a
spot.
lot of the same things that DJs do with their turntables on this software to kind of put it in context.
Yeah.
You can play things backwards. You can like slow them right down. You can stop and just slowly like go back and back forward. So control it. They call that Hey, you just grew an orange mustache.
Yeah. I was gonna say he finally got some ginger tail.
High five! High five!
Sorry, Colin.
It's all good.
That was a good timing. Oh my god. Sorry.
It's okay.
He's so cute.
Just say hi to everyone.
Aww.
So that's the introduction. August of Spring is T.S. Eliot, and then
Edgar Poe.
Edgar Allan. No, that's the final movement. The next one, what's his name? Spring, Languid Agony. What's his name? Russian.
Glorious Love.
Oh. Wow.
I have it.
That's
I have it here. Hold
yeah. Hold on.
Embarrassing.
Pushkin.
Yeah, Pushkin. Alexander Pushkin for the third movement, and the last movement's Edgar Allan Poe. And actually, that movement by Edgar Allan Poe, that poem by Edgar Allan Poe, a paean, is the same one that Entombed uses on their Clandestine album. They pull a lot of quotes from him on their Clandestine album.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
They pull a lot of quotes.
Yeah. Oh, they pull a lot of quotes.
They
Very
pull
good.
a lot of quotes.
Excellent.
Sorry. We're
The puns of
No,
plenty.
it's all good. Everyone needs to be a bit punny nowadays.
all right.
Exactly. I need the puns. But yeah, so each movement has a different early 20th century poet that I've added to it in order to just kind of tie everything together.
Sorry, I'm just. The cat has me paranoid now because I don't know where she is,
She just wants
and I hope she's done pest. Pardon?
she just wants to be part of the show. You should get her a microphone.
Attached to her.
Attach meow. No. There have been times though on the radio show where she'll come up, I'll hold her, and she just goes meow, and then I just put her down and she walks away.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's just what cats do.
Redheads have the most attitude, man.
Wow. No, it's funny because I originally was living with my dad when COVID started, and then I moved in with my mom shortly, like maybe a week or two into it, just because she needed help with my little 9-year-old brother. Yeah, he's 9. Yes, I know his age. Thank God.
So here's brother, you don't even know his age.
Oh yeah. Oh, I still forget. Like people will ask me on the spot, and it's like I don't know. He's an age.
It's okay. You know what's a good sign that you're getting old is when you can't remember how old you are, or when you say I'm this old, and someone who knows
And then
you
you're like,
says,
no, I'm this
yeah,
old. No,
yeah.
I'm that old.
I don't want to. The only issue with my brother is I don't like being 11 years older than him. It's not good. Well, because people think, sadly, he's my kid.
Oh yeah.
It's happened way too many times where we're out and he tells me, "Hey, I need to use washroom." It's like, "Okay, where's your washroom?" And they'll just look at me and go, "Your kid can go back there." It's like, he's not my kid. Then they look at me strange, like, it's like, brother. He's like,
what are you doing?
okay.
Which is worse?
Yeah, which one's worse?
Yeah. No, but anyways, this cat wanted nothing to do with me at the beginning when I moved in, and it's now it's like she has to be with me.
Yeah.
Like, she won't leave me alone. She doesn't like anyone else in the house, and
Typical.
it's gotten to a point. It's gotten to the point where my mom said, "When I leave, she leaves." So it's like, "Oh, you're now my cat." Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's your cat now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
They have the best temperament.
Yeah.
The orange cats,
Yeah.
the orange tabbies, they really do.
Yeah. Okay. She's all right. She's a good cat.
That's good.
Sorry, we digress.
Yeah.
We're digressing a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, we are.
No, I
Okay.
feel like we are. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'm cool with whatever. I think the weirder the conversation, the more interesting of a
I agree. I agree totally.
of a view it would be. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still doing are you still doing beer reviews?
I haven't uploaded one in a while. I just got to the point where
Beer?
I just said,
He's doing beer
yes.
reviews.
How did I miss that?
I don't
Oh
know.
no, I remember
Have you reviewed
that.
this Space
Yes,
Invaders?
Space Invaders. Yes, that's the most awkward one because well, no, the video itself was awkward because, well, my stepdad had the idea of having film it while I was taking a shower. And it's like, okay. So I was wearing swim trunks.
Okay, I was like, was your father stopping you or like?
No.
Okay.
It was my stepdad, so it was worse.
Okay. No, now it's from Pornhub if it's your stepfather.
Oh my god.
So anyways, we're filming it.
Dr. Death.
We're filming it, and I just felt like, why the hell is this the idea we went with for this particular beer? Like,
Right.
Then he starts going down, and he starts turning the camera down, and it's like, thankfully I had the swim trunks on, and it was just like, hey, my eyes are up here.
Oh, man.
That had to do with the SNL skit with the chicks who were the aliens who had their eyes on their...
On their
Their
boobs?
nips?
No, that's an old SNL skit. There's aliens, they're women, and their eyes were on their boobs, but the men felt really awkward, so they would look
They
anywhere.
would look at their face,
Front
and
of
then
their
they would
boobs.
say it's rude not to look us in the eyes.
It was a great skit.
Right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a
My
good
eyes
one.
are here.
No, it was.
And
That got me
she's back.
thinking about this. Yeah. It got me thinking about this video I saw the other week where Keanu Reeves did this skit with this YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and it's two police officers are interrogating him because he's done a horrible thing in Boston. You know, he's been running around doing stuff. And what throws Keanu Reeves off is the fact that they keep calling him and they think he's Mark Wahlberg.
That's awesome.
What?
It,
Missing something here. That makes no
Mark
sense at all
Wahlberg
to
is a
me.
far cry from Keanu Reeves, let me tell you. Like,
I'll send you the YouTube video. It is
Alright,
worth
please.
watching.
Yeah, please, because I'm
is
like
it?
really confused now.
Yeah, we'll watch that tonight. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Love Keanu Reeves.
Okay, I'm missing something. I
Okay.
feel like I'm missing a very important piece of information here. Because that really, why what?
Mark Wahlberg.
Why?
They confused him for Mark Wahlberg. I don't know why.
Not even close. Like, geez, I mean, what? Because of John Wick? Because he's just as violent as Mark Wahlberg can be. And John Wick, he's worse. He just shoots everybody in the face.
John Wick's awesome. Yeah, everyone gets shot in the face in John Wick.
Killer. Oh my god.
Not just shot.
Like in
Do
the
you forget
face.
the infamous pencil scene?
Yes.
Was that in the first one?
Second one.
Did we see the second one?
Yeah, we did. Didn't
Oh
we?
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, I think I remember that now.
It's quarantine. Everything blends
Yeah,
together.
I don't remember what my name is
Right?
at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's a thing.
Honestly,
Is she wrecking your room? Or
honestly, the high. Why? Where is she? Oh,
no, I'm
no.
asking.
Oh, I know. She was being like a cat.
Aw.
Thought she was like not
I
paying
know,
attention to
baby.
me. Here's this shirt.
There you go.
Yeah. No, my bed is just a literal pile of cat fur.
Nice.
Cozy.
Yeah. I don't really like, for me, I just don't want her on my desk.
Yeah.
I don't want her on my desk. I don't care if she gets hair on my couch or on my bed. I really don't care. Just don't be on the
She's
desk.
like-
Well, it's because you're there.
She's
and
all
you're
like,
not paying
look at my
attention to it."
ass on your desk.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Check out my
Who's in
starfish.
control? Let me show everyone on YouTube who's in control right now. You've been emasculated, Colin.
Oh.
What are you
She
gonna do
owns
about
you.
it?
She
Yeah,
owns
I
me.
think- I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but she does.
That's why she's doing the dance in front of the
No,
camera.
I know. It was funny the other day. I went out to go see my dad because that's the highlight of my social life is now just talking to my dad outside
Yeah.
of this house. And my mom sends me this picture of her, and she's waiting for me at the front door.
Aww.
I get back home. I go downstairs, and in the living room, there she is on the couch, eyes wide open, just looking at me like, "You came back? No time."
Right? I missed you.
Or she could just have her back to you and just look at you from the side. Meh.
It's a secret life of pets. She's the cat that sits at the door.
Yeah. That was a
Just waiting for me, just like, "Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where's he?" Oh, hi, Grant. Grant's my brother.
The way cats are, man. Cats just, they like one or two people in the house, and then it's like their job to hate everybody else. It's just.
yeah.
Oh no, the other Harpo, the other cat we have, he's like a full
Yeah.
redhead, and he just loves
Oh.
everyone. There has not been one person I don't think he's come up to and just said,
Just an affectionate butt.
rub his. Oh yeah, the one of our friends, she loves him like so much that she'll hold him like a baby, and he'll just say like that for like maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not move, not complain, just be like, "This is life."
Yeah.
Aw. Yeah. No, cats are the best. And like I said, the ginger cats really have the best temperament.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Am I hearing something?
I don't know.
No, I think I'm going crazy.
Yeah. Crazy am I going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Slowly.
sad. Oh yeah, slowly but surely.
Oh, yeah.
So, what have like other bands been doing as far as? Are they also like trying to record from a distance, or do they just not care and still have all their like bandmates over and record? What have you been finding out from interviews you've been having?
Very good question. I like how I'm now being interviewed in a
Right?
sense.
Tables
Yes.
have turned.
30 Immolated presents emasculating the people we will know.
Right?
No.
Yes.
That's not where I'm going.
Put a
with
dress
this.
on.
The
I don't
corset's
have
not
one
tight
in this
enough.
house that would fit.
Yeah. You really need some eyeliner. I mean,
What the hell?
let's go.
My
Gotta
shadow.
be presentable.
No, to answer your question, Madame Chumpsville, honestly, it's just been one person from the band. Very rarely has it been like two, and even if it's been two, it's two separate accounts I have to add in to make like a group chat in Skype so I can talk to both members.
Yeah.
I think the only time I ever seen like the full band together, it was like my one of my last two interviews with when I interviewed a bunch of the guys from Kitchener,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
the one full band Rippard was all together. It was all four of them, and they were at one of their places just hanging out.
Was this before the pandemic, I guess, or?
Oh no, this is like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yep.
But yeah.
Everyone's different, I guess, with how they feel and all that.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Well, and different. Yeah, different. People are like different health
Different health
levels,
risk categories.
if you will. Yeah, health categories. Some people are higher risk. Some in the band,
Mm-hmm.
others who aren't. So yeah. I guess that.
Yeah, but no, but besides that, like for the first time in over a year, it was like there was a full band together on one screen.
Well, yeah,
was-
exactly. On like, especially on lockdown, the gray level. Sorry, on the gray level, not the lockdown. The gray level.
Gray zone.
Yeah, the gray zone. You're allowed to come together as a band and rehearse. You just all have to be wearing masks and have some type of separation between you.
Which I'll just put
Mhm.
out there. If you're actually wearing masks during your rehearsal, that
Sucks.
fucking sucks for vocals.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That is fucking horrible.
We figured
I'm
out
just
in our
gonna
jam
put that
room
out
how to
there.
put up like shower curtains between us instead, because it was like you keep sucking in the mask.
Yeah, so like at least
Yeah.
we're not spitting on each other, but we can breathe.
Yeah, it was awful. It took
Yeah.
a little bit of ingenuity, but we figured it out. It's like we're not stopping jamming, and I'm never singing with a mask on again. So let's figure this out.
Have you tried it with the visor?
No,
Well, I imagine that would fog up,
Yeah.
because your breath.
Yeah.
I imagine it would really like steam up like
Yeah.
right away. I don't think that's.
and we practice with headphones on here. Like, so we have two different jam areas. One is here, which we all play through a mixing board into headphones.
So that we don't disturb the little guy sleeping.
Yeah, and then the other one's at the drummer's house, Mr. Bones' house, where he has like full
But it's a
drum
live,
kit.
yeah. It's
But in
live
both of them,
setting, yeah.
we figured it out so that we can have like shower curtains up and stuff like that between us, so like we're not breathing in masks or each other's spit.
Yeah, but again, we're not spitting on each other, so that's.
We're also very lucky. We're obviously married, and then the drummer is my brother who lives by himself, so he gathers with our household.
Yeah, we've just decided to,
Yeah.
because it's like if
Because
something-
because that's like the one allowable thing, and then unfortunately our bass player, Disgusting Smith, we just send him music and we chat with him on Zoom, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Oh.
we
Yeah,
haven't been
it's
able to
sad.
see him very much, unfortunately.
We love him; he's like family. So
Yeah.
Poor disgusting Smith.
I know,
Yeah.
right? He's off like killing people by himself. It's kind of lonely.
That's a little. sad.
Aw.
I know.
Just
And here
imagine
you are, this,
tearing people apart.
and then then it's the three of you just sacrificing, goats and virgins together, just
Yeah.
having the time of your lives.
And we
Right?
miss when he used to just like get naked and throw himself on like the corpse and roll around. And, like,
And
we'd like sit around
defile
laughing,
them.
reminiscing about these things.
Him defiling a corpse.
Yeah,
That's
it's
great.
fine. Yeah. One day we'll get
I like-
together again. Gather some victims. Put them on some spikes. Have some fun.
Oh.
So, with that, I actually do have a more interesting question to ask you.
Okay.
Yes.
Will the Burial of the Dead EP be something that true cult black metal fans could enjoy?
Can true cult black metal fans enjoy anything? I don't know.
Okay, well, name a band that you consider as true cult black metal. That might help.
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
Mayhem.
yeah, definitely.
Depends what
Mayhem
album.
fans
So
might-
Mayhem is one of those weird bands where they went through a strange phase.
They've been through many phases.
Yeah, they've been
actually.
through a few different phases. Like they had like their weird like thrashy black metal original phase, and then they like kind of carved out like a real black metal sound for themselves. Then they went very tech prog.
I guess it would all depend on what Mayhem albums
Yeah.
you're thinking again. Sorry
But-
for being so nitpicky, but yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I don't know. I honestly, tell you the truth, I don't know. I only know a couple of like true cult black metal guys, and really all they like about my music is that I'm weird. So I don't know if they would like this one. It's like, oh, he's weird enough. He's cool with us.
Yeah. That's the criteria of acceptance.
Yeah, like I like black metal, but I've never been a black metal guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you mean. I'm exactly the same way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love a lot of black metal. I really do, but
But yeah, just
it's-
not like that's not my aesthetic. You know, I'm a death metal guy.
Mhm.
Like I grew up on Cannibal Corpse, Cynic, Atheist. You know, stuff
The
like
old
the
school stuff.
Suffocation, Gore Guts, the old school stuff, and you know, there's lots of great bands
Morbid
out
Angel, of
nowadays.
course.
Yeah, Cryptopsy, stuff like that. You know, and mix that with the weird classical music that we listen to, and that's kind of what I'm into. And some drone, some weird experimental drone, like Sun.
Ah, drone music.
Yeah.
And actually, Boris.
Yeah, Boris.
Huge fans of Boris.
Do you know Boris?
No, what is Boris?
Fan?
So they have like two different sides
We'll
to them.
send you a link.
Actually, three different sides to them. So one is like just
Okay.
drone doom, stoner rock. One's like experimental drone doom. Another
They're
one's
more
like
rock though
okay.
than
yeah. Another one's like stoner metal rock, and another one's really hyper Japanese pop music. They're Japanese like. Yeah, they're like.
Well, yeah, they are from Japan.
Yeah,
All of
if you
them.
land on the
Yeah.
wrong album,
Okay.
it's hyper Japanese pop music, and it's like, what?
Yeah. Well, it's
Do I have the wrong band here? It's like
you're thinking of Smile.
no.
Yeah.
There's what's the name of that album? It came out the same time as their last couple. They come out with like 2 albums a year because a lot of their stuff
There's
is improv.
Deer and
It's hard to keep track
Oh.
of. But they have like some like hyper pop Japanese music, and it's like what? And then other stuff like doom experimental, can't understand it, and other stuff is like stoner metal, like cool groove music. So they're kind of all over the place. Loudest band we've ever witnessed. We had earplugs in, and their music was squishing our brains and our inner organs. It was ridiculously loud.
Wow.
we could only stand about an hour of that show. I'm like sad to say. I
Yeah.
actually had to leave. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, the bass is so intense. Have you
They
ever
all
been-
have
yeah.
double stacks. They'd have like a double stack and then like another like cab right beside it, and the sound was just on like a wall of pain. It was great.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
they're
was- it
they're
was
loud. What a
amazing.
great band though. You should check out Boris. They
Yeah.
do
Okay.
actually they do a collaboration. Like it's not a split. It's a collaboration with Sun. It's the album called Altar. Altar. It's out of this world.
Noted.
Yeah. But yeah, to go back to your question, I mean,
Black metal, yeah, I'm sure they would dig it. They would dig the attention to detail and the aesthetics put into it. There's a lot put into like how it looks, how it sounds, overall connectivity between everything. It's
I
like,
kind of feel like this EP has something for a lot of different areas of death metal and metal in general.
yeah,
There's some prog, there's some tech, there's just the
the primality of like brutal
Yeah,
death metal.
it's
Like,
almost bestial.
yeah, like the
Black
single
metal in a way. Not really. No,
starts off with like
that's
a
not true.
dun 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 dun, like one chord for like quite a while, right? And it's like it's got some of it's very primal too, as well as being progressive and technical and like got that like kind of black metal-y aesthetic sound to it.
But
Kind of like Liturgy
in terms
does.
of the harmonies that go on in that whole thing, I can't really name one genre that would kind
Well, it's
of.
because it's been pulled out of like weird classical music, so it
I
doesn't
know,
really
so
fit with
that's
anything.
kind of that's probably the one thing that really can't relate to
Yeah.
all of the different metals, extreme metals, or anything like that.
But I'm waiting to see how people react because,
Yeah, I'm curious.
frankly, a lot of my friends are gonna hate my guts for it. I know it. Like I'm gonna catch flack for it because like the Rite of Spring is one of those.
There are a lot of purists. You've no idea.
Don't touch it. Because the music.
Yeah, it's one of those. No, you can't mess with this.
Yeah.
Like, why did you do that? You should be shot.
So
Okay.
I'm waiting for the hate, but at the
Blasphemy.
same time,
There
I've
you
been
go.
waiting longer to do this than I've been waiting for the hate. So
I don't care. It's,
fuck them all. I do what I want. They all know that about me. So.
I think it was a very smart arrangement that you made of
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Like everything that you picked in terms of the parts for everybody, it's basically a lot of the essence of the original movements.
It was a beast to deal with, but it was fun.
It was a beast to play. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a hand killer.
Oh yeah, I think I developed a weird like tension in my thumb because I'm on my 7th string and I'm doing like these ridiculous like spreads with my fingers at times. I have to hang on to that. I'm like, yeah, it's
Wow.
done potentially some mild permanent damage.
But a couple of people have heard us play the second movement, the Augurs of Spring, live.
Yeah.
We've played it like twice live. Played it in
that
Toronto
one's
at Duffy's,
crazy.
and we've played it at the Doors Pub.
We played it at Duffy's.
Yeah, we did. You don't remember that? Yeah, we played at
God.
Duffy's. Yeah, because we were like, we
was
ripped
a
that
blur.
set, and we were like, we got 5 minutes, let's do it.
It's like 2 minutes.
Yeah. No, it's a 4-minute tune.
The second one.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes.
Oh. Not the
Oh.
Yeah, that shit clocked.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that one's it's a 4-minute tune.
No, I thought it was that's the one we did.
Yeah, that's what we did.
I keep forgetting about your intro. You count that as one. I count that as the intro.
Yeah.
It's not a. It's a track.
Because you don't play
but
the
it's
intro
called
when you jam, so it's like
And
first
then
one.
there's first song, second song, third song.
Right.
You know, that's how I see it. But
So I guess the biggest question.
no, go ahead. Sorry.
So I guess the biggest question that has to be asked is, when it comes to merchandising this album, is all the merch that's wearable going to be white?
Yeah, when I do it, actually, it's what I want to do. I'm going to see what kind of reaction it gets first, and then we're going to create like t-shirts, especially t-shirts. I love a poster of it because I think the artwork is so beautiful it deserves a poster.
Well, the poster of like the cover with
Of the cover,
the
yeah.
band name as well, because we've got a beautiful print there.
What about like a flag?
A flag would be great.
Yeah, a flag would be amazing.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
That's a good
love
idea.
the artwork so much, and I think it deserves
Should make a dress
as much attention as possible.
for the main
A
cover.
dr-
Should make-
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But like a long women's shirt that goes down longer.
Yeah, the baby
to, like,
dolls.
to put under to wear like tights underneath.
That's a baby doll.
That'd be
yeah.
nice. I'm like, yeah, a white T-shirt.
Kinda
I love
t-shirt.
white metal shirts. I think they look great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
White.
Oh, you can make that into a white long sleeve, maybe.
Yeah, that'd
Oh
be
yeah,
nice.
actually, white long sleeves.
Yeah,
are awesome.
those look sweet. Those are sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love white and red are nice alternatives to black. I have to say, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
not many other colors work in metal.
Sadly, no.
No, my old noise band, everything we did was orange. Like bright, obnoxious orange. Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's on purpose.
Yeah,
We've
it's
got a
like-
couple of t-shirts. We'll show you sometime.
yeah, we have it. Like, yeah, we give them away. I don't know if we have any men's T-shirts left. Do we?
I think no.
No, I think we're all
I
out.
think
We would have
threw
given you
them
one
all
if we did.
out.
Oh.
They're hilarious.
Yeah.
They're so bright. You look like a walking tangerine.
Yeah. Wait. I have the album cover here. Hold on.
Oh.
Hey, where is it? So
got
we actually toured Canada on like the top of the states on this album.
Oh my
They
god.
weren't.
The band was called Mug Bait.
That's a cool band
And it
name,
was me and
though.
this other guy.
Yeah.
Like, so it was based on this guy. I'm not gonna say his name. But
His first name. Nobody's gonna know.
no, I don't even remember his first name.
Ben.
Oh, it's Ben. See, she ruined it. That was gonna happen. Anyways, he was this guy. He would follow us
It could be
from the
number
school to like where we were, and then if we left beer in the fridge, he would just go and help himself to our beer
And drink it.
and drink it. But like,
That's not cool.
it's okay
right?
once or twice.
You
like,
agree.
okay, it's okay
It's not
once
okay.
or twice, you know, like whatever. But
No.
he did it every time. And then we'd be like, okay, now we're going to bring, like, you know, it's like end of the night. Let's bring one or two people home, like, continue drinking. And, like, he wasn't a good friend, so didn't want to invite him, but he would just follow us there. He'd follow us into the liquor store on the way home, not buy a thing, follow us home, and then drink our beer out of the fridge. And then that night, me and my buddy, Colin Labadie, we looked up the name of a person who has no idea what's going on around him, like completely oblivious to all
To
your
their
surroundings.
surroundings and the mood of the room, you know,
Yeah.
like take
Just
the temperature of the
oblivious.
room. You know?
And it's mug bait, a person who's bait to a
For
mugger.
mugging.
Yeah, for mugging, right? Because they're not paying attention, so someone can mug them at any time.
So that's where that name came from, mug
Huh.
bait. You're bait for mugging. Yeah.
So we were like a noise group, but it's funny. We did like a lot of academic conferences and stuff like that, and like we played symphony halls, and like we would give lectures and then go play afterwards, and like it was. We called it like our joke was the world's most boring tour because like that's all we did.
Yeah, you guys did the drinking, but nobody else.
Yeah,
did.
we were the only ones drinking. We were up there partying. We were high, and everyone's like, "Who are these guys?" And we had like loudest, most obnoxious. Like you think 30 Immolated's obnoxious? It was literally noise. Like I scraped metal into a
I
microphone for
liked it,
20
though.
minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll send you a copy one day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah,
of merch, do you still have like T-shirts and things for Thrashers Paradise available, or like those amazing beer glasses you guys had?
Yes. Do you want some?
Yeah,
We would love
beer
some,
glasses
man.
for sure.
I'll
Yeah,
pay
we
you.
can-
Well,
Yeah, we'll hook you up with some stuff. We got T-shirts, we got beer glasses still, we even got hockey pucks.
nice.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
All
We don't
of the
really play
above.
hockey, but
No.
Max loves hockey pucks. He just loves them. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I can give you a
Absolutely.
hockey puck.
yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. We'd love that.
Yeah, no,
That'd
yeah.
be great.
Text me your sizes. I'll give you T-shirts. I'll give you beer glasses. I'll bring you a hockey puck.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, so like for merch for the CP, would you buy a T-shirt with like the print on the front and like a quote on the back?
White?
White?
Yes.
Would you buy that?
As long
Yes.
as it was white. This be the only exceptions where I would buy a white
Oh,
T-shirt.
it can't be black.
No, black
No.
wouldn't make any sense.
has to be
if that
white.
was white.
Yeah,
Okay.
aesthetically, it has to be white. And on the back, it'd probably be like, quote, neither living nor dead.
Well,
On the
we
back?
should do a trade with Colin. If he's giving us merch, we can give him merch.
Well, first we have to make the merch.
No, but I mean, we've got 30 Immolated
That's
T-shirts. We could give you a 30 Immolated T-shirt.
Yeah, but definitely, like,
Sure.
as soon as, like, people start playing live again, we're going to make merch for this album. It's just, what we've realized is that when you don't play live, you don't sell merch.
Yeah,
That's
This is
that is
something
fair enough.
band knows. It's just like you sell a couple of things, but live is where you know people come to see you. They love it. They get engaged in the conversation.
Yeah,
they
they-
go and buy the merch.
Yeah, they get the adrenaline rush. They get the hype from the show. They're like, oh my god, you know,
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
like talk
Or,
about
like-
these guys. So yeah, of course, that's how I am. Anyways, at a show, and
No,
I'm excited about
of
it.
course.
We get- like
Yeah.
they love the show. They videotape. They put it on YouTube, or whatever, and other people see it. Like that's an awesome band. I want their merch and whatever. Like, but that's how you sell stuff is
Oh,
by
yeah.
playing live. We can't, so like we don't sell much. So like, and yeah, investing in merch is it's it's a whole other investment. It's a lot of money. So I think I'll hold off
No,
until
you're
we start
right.
playing live, and then
Yeah.
but yeah, we got a company that send our stuff through, and like we'll get it done.
Yeah. No, I will give credit where credit is due. I don't know if you heard of them, APOC from Cambridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've been doing a good job because I haven't seen any other band doing it. They come out with pre-orders for certain, like they did hoodies back in November. And they came out with pre-orders for it, and I thought that was just like I would never even have thought of that, of just seeing a band do pre-orders for stuff and then then shipping it out.
That's like just before it's...
Yeah, like getting, I guess.
Oh, if you want some, like we'll make some for a small quantity.
Because you know how we like kept like running out of stuff. People were like, oh, I want a hoodie. I was like, yeah, too bad. That batch was made like a month ago. I'm not putting in another $600 order in just for you. So
yeah,
that's why you pre.
That's because
like
we've obviously made hoodies.
Yeah,
and
there's like 6 people in the world with like a 30 Immolated hoodie because it just costs too much money to get those things made.
Yes,
but we do have them.
Yeah.
No,
we can make. Yes.
Yes.
As I just dawned on me, do you two like hot sauce?
No.
I do.
She does.
Because I think we still.
I'm a pussy.
Because I think I still have a bottle or two of the hot sauce we did back in late last year of Tongue Punch.
I'd be willing to give that a whirl.
I'll bring you a bottle too along with all of it.
Nice.
Awesome.
That'd be awesome. Do you know Death Perception's a hot sauce?
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I have both of them upstairs. I just haven't tried it yet because I can never decide on what day to do it. Like on my days off, it's like I'm going to relax, but then it's like,
are you gonna have the?
Pardon?
Like what you gotta plan out what days you're gonna have your hot sauce shits on, right?
Yeah. Because I work at a factory now, and it's like I can't really afford to eat hot sauce the day before I go into work my 12-hour shift.
Right? You like I don't think I can make that run to the bathroom over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, especially now because
you wake up early. When you wake up early, you drink that coffee. Oh man, it's bad news.
I wouldn't know. I don't drink coffee.
Hey man, you can eat. You can put that on a plate and eat it.
Oh damn.
Right? We are fine connoisseurs, and our palate happens to allow us to enjoy the wonderful pungent taste of like feces. Where like most other people wouldn't be able to.
That's a good point.
Right? But you have to
forgetting about that.
Years.
We do indulge in that periodically.
Right?
Colin's completely
hot
lost.
Sauce would add a certain je ne sais quoi to the plate, to like the actual like the flavor and like the texture, the density
of the feces.
Right.
Yes.
I remember the conversation about the feces on the radio show.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what can I get away with without swearing on like the radio waves?
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Feces.
Just use the proper term.
Right? You can get away with talking about eating poo. It's just the proper terminology.
Yes.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yes, this interview has gone so many places.
I know. Are you gonna keep all of it?
Yeah, obviously. What's editing?
No.
And upload to YouTube. And it's done.
Yeah.
People are gonna watch this and be like, this is boring. Possibly.
No.
I hope not.
We are entertaining.
No, you are.
So. I hope so.
I hope so.
I've gone to water. I've only had like 2 beers. It's not like
I've run out of beer.
Or anything, but
I had my beer before I did this, so. Okay, so
Excellent.
You were drinking Space Invaders. What were you drinking? Oh, Mad Tom. I've had that one before.
Mad Tom is great. That's like,
I've been
from what I
fan of this one
remember,
for
that was
so
like
long.
the first like strong tasting IPA beer that kind of made it out to the major markets, or like one of the first.
Mm-hmm.
The Twice as Mad Tom too. Now that
Yeah, that's good.
kicks you in the ass, man. It's so good. Yeah, we like a lot of the
pungent
pungent like craft beers.
Okay.
hipster beers.
Our friends are constantly making fun of us.
Yeah.
Constantly. Because we drink that stuff. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't want fast food beer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I prefer something that's been, well crafted.
Yeah.
Ha!
No, you're right.
Exactly.
No pun. Yeah.
No, you're right.
No,
I
we're big fans of the Nickelbrook Brewery too.
In Burlington?
yes, I remember we talked about that because when I asked you if you were ever to have a beer, you said you would want Nickelbrook to be the ones to make it for you.
Yes. And I remember you asking about like beer names, and I'd like totally like couldn't think of any.
We had one, Cockadoodle Beer.
Yeah, Cockadoodle beer. I would personally think like
I can't remember where that came from, but that's a name that
Fountain
I wrote
of Piss, like a light beer like Fountain of Piss, or like Essence of Urinal would be good for 30 Immolated.
So you're just gonna wrap that around the Bud Light, correct?
Right? Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Right? It's like a Bud Light.
Bud Light Lime.
Yeah, Bud Light Lime. It's got a tasty zing. No, that's the urinal puck.
Yeah,
That's what's giving it the tasty zing.
exactly. What was the? No, I was just thinking for a stout, it should be something named after like feces.
Feces, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It could just be like a chocolate stout named Feces. That
Yeah.
would be great.
Yeah, it would be.
That'd be a good name for a beer.
Oh, there was this one beer I had. I couldn't drink it because it was like a chocolate something beer from Flying Monkey Brewery.
Yes. What's that called?
Yeah, it's the Manifesto.
Yeah, the chocolate
Yes,
manifesto.
chocolate-
It's like
chocolate
10%.
manifesto.
It'll knock you on your ass.
11%.
Yeah, it's 11%. It'll knock you on your
Beer
ass.
is gold. Oh my god, is it good?
I had it and I couldn't finish it. It was just, it didn't agree with me at all.
Buy yourself a giant bottle.
Oh, yeah, was it the bottle or the can?
The can. I had the can. Like I had like a couple sips of it and it was just like, this is one of the worst beers I've ever had.
Oh!
Yeah, it didn't work with me.
Okay, how are you with coffee porters?
I don't think I've had one.
Oh. You're missing out on a whole other world of
Do
taste.
you like stouts usually or not so much?
As long as it's not a sour, I'll drink it.
Yeah, no, sours
Oh yeah, I
are
can't stand the sours.
disgusting.
Sorry.
Smith loves the sours. I can't handle them.
I
Is that why he's this?
I really have the old college
You
try.
drink it and your whole face goes. "Ah."
Is that why he's this disgusting Smith?
Yeah, he loves the sours.
loves
in
the
summer-
sours.
in the summer. Yeah.
It's funny, when we first met him, he was all about steam whistle, and then now all of a sudden he's like surpassed us in like the pungent.
Oh yeah,
bitter beers.
the craft beers. He's
Yeah.
he's actually introduced us to some, and I'm like, wow, how the tables have turned.
Yeah.
Essentially.
No, there's
Yeah.
this one I had from Collective Arts, and it has like
Yeah.
Earl Grey tea in it.
Oh. I
No,
don't know
it's-
if I'd
it's-
like that.
Oh,
No, it's really
actually,
good.
that would be really good. Earl
Really?
Grey's got that nice. It's so flavorful and strong. It's got like that kind of like nice spice taste.
It just made
to
me
it.
think it would be something like Boddington's, and Boddington's like. Meh.
Oh, watery?
Yeah,
No,
watery,
no,
like the watery
I
British
wouldn't
beers.
think so. I
No,
think the
surprisingly-
best
Okay, I'll try it out. What was the name of the beer? You don't remember. I can see it.
I have to go to my app.
Everything's an app, so you don't have to remember it nowadays.
right?
No, there's a beer app called Untapped where you can actually track the beers you have.
Oh, we should get that.
Oh, is it free?
Yes, it's free.
Sweet.
We're gonna download that
Yeah.
for sure.
Then
We
add
are
me as a
huge,
friend.
all right.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll totally find you.
Hey, you need to do more beer reviews.
So, okay, when I was in, while you're looking for the beer, I lived in Victoria for 2 years. I did my master's there, and there was this place downtown called the Canoe Club, and they were right next to this coffee house called the Habit Coffee House, and they had a brewery. They made together a stout with that coffee house, their own brand of coffee and their beer. It was the Habit Espresso Stout. That's probably been one of the best coffee porters I've ever had in my life so far.
It was amazing. When I went to go visit her, she took me there. It was out of this world.
It was so good.
But you gotta try out some coffee porters and some stouts.
Yes. And the Earl Grey is called the Earl Grey Wheat.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, wheat beer, eh?
So wait, what's the name of the app?
Untapped.
Untapped. Okay.
Yes.
Give me a sec. I'm just gonna download that because.
Cool. We love our beer, so you know.
Oh man.
It's lockdown. Let's all drink beer.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, honestly, can we share our like if we add you, like you said, we can like add each other as friends on this app?
Yes,
Did I hear that
we can.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so then
You can
we share our information? If you like what kind of beers we've had and recommend them to each other? Or...
Yes. Because there is a feature on here where whatever beers you post saying you've tried, it will pop up in my feed. It's like Facebook, but for beer.
I'm totally down.
Yeah, I'm down.
So Untapped.
You get it first, and then I'll figure out which one it is, and I'll do it.
It should look like this. It's a yellow circle with two beer bottles cheersing.
Okay, hold on. Why am I so Untapped?
Yes, Untapped.
Well, why am I not finding this?
Oh, it's UNTAPPD.
Oh,
there's no E.
That's why. Gotcha.
We're all being all funky with the no UNTAPPD.
Yeah.
Okay, is it on the Google Play Store?
Yeah, it should be.
Right.
You got more questions? Please ask. I'm like.
Yeah, I found it like just now on the store.
Ebooks? Why is it going on ebooks?
I gotta read about Untapped.
No. It's being a pain in the behind.
Oh. Hold on, I think I can share it to you.
Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, hold on. I think I figured out what was wrong. There we go. I'm in the right
Technology,
place
man. Technology.
I just sent it to you though, Dan.
I just found it.
Oh, she found it.
Yeah.
Yay.
There you go. Okay. Totally gonna find you and I'll add this.
Excellent.
This is hilarious.
Yes, it is. It is, honestly. Have you tried Sparkle Puff from the Slime? Yes.
That one's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like you. As long as it's not a sour, I will probably like it. I also don't like the flat beers like Innocent Gun too much.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I found it too caramelly for my taste.
Exactly. It's the caramel, like the brown beers. I'm like, brown, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I'll like just about anything else, but yeah, the caramel, like the caramel brownie beers, and like the super sour, I'm just like, I can't. The sour, I can't take it.
The other Flying Monkey beer that we're huge fans of, surprisingly, is Live Transmission.
Yeah.
I love that one too.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's like a dessert.
It's milkshake with beer, but it works. It's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you two been to the actual brewery in Barrie?
No,
Want to.
no. We've been to the Nickelbrook. We had a tour of the Nickelbrook Brewery, but that's about the extent of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'd love to go. I think they have great beer.
Yeah.
I think we have a video in the making. Thrashers Paradise and 30 Immolated drink beer at Final Keepery.
We should totally do
we're
that.
Totally down.
Oh my god, let's do that.
You're on. We're totally down.
Oh, I'm down.
Wish for.
Once we can, let's do it.
Yeah, you guys might have to pick me up at the end of the video, but yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Parking lot. Ah.
I'll make sure to bring a DD with me.
Nice. Yeah.
That's
That's
a good
very
idea.
safe. Yeah.
Yes. And we'll carpool. We'll call carpool.
Yeah. We'll carpool. Yeah. Carpool through like Uber.
We'll Uber it to Barrie.
Oh my god, no.
That's a
We
terrible
need to find
idea.
someone. No, we need to find someone who lives in Barrie, and then after the tour, take an extended nap at their house, and then we all drive home.
Yeah,
That's always
It's a good idea.
yeah. I'm totally downloading this. I think I've got it.
nice.
I will find you.
So
Yes, it's Thrashers Paradise for my untapped name.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, we're definitely a beer band. I don't think. Well, just Mr. Bones barely drinks beer, but
Well, he doesn't drink much.
he doesn't really drink.
Yeah.
But the rest of us, yeah, we're all pretty much beer. Maybe a little bit of whiskey, but pretty much just beer.
Beer.
A little bit of wine, a little bit of whiskey, but beer. We're a beer band.
Yeah.
Especially since we used to live directly beside Disgusting Smith, the bass player.
Oh,
So it was like a little disastrous because he'd come and jam, we'd drink beers, and then we'd all just drink beer afterwards. And like, it was like, you only had to crawl like next door to get home. So it's like a little too convenient. But those are the way bonds are made.
yes. The strongest friendships are made over beer.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's true. Also the weakest, but yeah.
The weekend.
There's been quite a few bonds I've made over beer that did not stand the test of time, let me say. But some that have.
Yeah.
Stronger the beer, the stronger the friendship.
Right?
Something like that.
Exactly,
To
yeah.
that effect. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I think that's a t-shirt in the making right there.
I think so. The stronger the beer, the stronger the friendship.
Yeah.
But the higher the alcohol content
No,
of the
the
beer.
stronger the beer, the stronger the bond.
Yeah, there you go.
Stronger the beer, the less I'll forget. No, the less I'll remember.
The less
There
I'll
you go.
remember. The less I'll remember the shitty things you said to me
The
while we were
bliss.
drunk.
Right? Yeah, basically. Oh my god.
I like how this interview has just turned into just shooting the shit and just catching
Okay.
up and talking.
Hey man, it's been a while. We haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah.
Same. Well, obviously same. No.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it's been it's been a while.
It has been a while since we've been in the scene and talked to other people and seen other bands, and like I miss it. I miss seeing all the other bands and chatting with them and
Yeah.
seeing what they're all up
Mhm.
to.
Shit, rubbing elbows, you
Listen
know.
to their new music and stuff like that, and just one of these days we'll get back to it.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. No, it's funny because today a bunch of bands from the Kitchener scene like released a cover compilation album together.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
Really?
Like, was there a
Yeah,
particular like streamlined aesthetic, like any band that they're all covering, or is it all just different stuff?
Oh no, each one covered one particular band, and
Yeah.
then like 5 of the 6 of them covered one song together.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So it was Invicta.
Yeah.
They covered Killers by Iron Maiden.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Rippered, they're a thrash band from Kitchener. They covered Exodus's Toxic Waltz.
Yes. Dude, don't.
Oh my gosh, that's like one of their most famous songs.
Great song.
Where's the playlist? I have the playlist saved here. Here it is.
Yeah.
Cathartic Demise covered Good Morning / Black Friday by Megadeth.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs from that band. Holy shit. I gotta listen to that. I want to hear the solos, because the Chris Poland solos are...
Is it like available online,
Mind-blowing.
this album?
Yes, it is available on Spotify and YouTube. Raider covered Carnivorous Obsession by Demolition Hammer.
Nice! Oh, old school. Oh my god, Demolition Hammer is old. No one knows those guys.
I don't know those guys.
Oh, they're heavy. It's a long time ago, though.
Well, these last two are a bit old school too. Trapped in a Corner was covered by APOC.
Oh, by APOC. Oh, Death's Trapped in the Corner, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
was covered by APOC. Yeah.
I covered that album with my old band Pathos when I was like 16. I love that song. Such a great tune. That's old. I'm old. Jesus.
And then the last one was, I don't know if you heard of these guys. They're a black metal band from there, Stolos.
No, I haven't. No, you know what? I've heard the name. I haven't heard them play though. That's the only band I haven't heard play from there. From the whole line of bands you've talked about.
They're good. They're worth listening to.
Cool.
They covered Venom's "Leave Me in Hell."
Yes.
Oh, Venom?
Man, good selection of
Jesus.
tracks. Holy shit. That sounds like a killer album. I gotta check that
Yeah,
out tonight.
and then-
I'm probably gonna check that out tonight.
And then the one they all did together
Yeah.
was the Helion / Electric Eye by Judas Priest.
Nice. Oh, Judas Priest. We've been obsessing over the album Painkiller lately. Like, just listening to it
That
over
is-
and over and over.
That is
Rob
so funny.
Halford?
Hold on a sec.
Yeah. Rob Halford is such a god. Oh my
Yeah. Well,
Lord,
we've
like-
been listening to
He is.
voice. Holy
Di-
shit on that
Diamond,
album.
too.
That album is so extreme for its time. Every other metal band was slowing down, taking it easy, like, I'm going to be kind of grunge and easy. And Judas Priest is like, let's knock it
Yeah.
up 2,000 notches and record Painkiller.
Oh yeah. No, it's funny because before COVID, before third wave
Yeah.
lockdown happened,
Yeah.
I picked this up at like The Beat Goes On.
Look at that, the vinyl. Holy shit. That's great.
Yes.
Ah, so classic. Fuck, I remember that came out. I'm so old, Colin, that when that came out, I was in grade 10.
Wow.
And that album changed my world because that was like, right at that time, Metallica was writing that stupid fucking album, the Black Album. Megadeth was like getting into the Countdown to Extinction, which was better than the Black Album, but still not good Megadeth. And and like all these bands are like, you know, trying to like catch on to that grunge scene and like just sucking ass. Death metal was getting great, and then Judas Priest, you know, the last stuff that you heard was like, yeah, they're okay. All of a sudden they come out with this album, and the drummers, that drum intro was like, death metal bands weren't getting away with amazing intros like that. And I was like, Judas Priest is doing this, and those riffs and the solos and like the whole album was just like, holy shit! They brought it up 1,000 notches. And just when death metal was about to bury every other metal band alive, Judas Priest came like shooting through like the fist through everyone's face, like fuck you all, we are faster, we are heavier, we are more metal than all of you. What an amazing album. An amazing time for it to come out. It was just the timing of that album coming out was unbelievable because everyone else was trying to be a pussy. Everyone, all their, everyone else that was like Judas Priest, of that like ilk of like bands, they're all sucking and selling out, and they wouldn't. They just kept getting heavier. And you gotta just respect a band like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We saw them at Wacken for our honeymoon, and wow, what a
Yeah.
Is the perfect honeymoon.
Right?
oh yes.
Yeah.
I think.
And Rob Halford came out on his bike, his chopper on stage too. It was great.
Yeah.
He like rode it out on stage.
That's
That
awesome.
was so cool.
3
man.
days of drinking and
amazing.
metal for your honeymoon. Like there's no better
That was
honeymoon.
4 days.
4 days of drinking
Oh
and
man,
metal.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever like drunk that much in my life.
Uh,
And I was somehow not not hammered. I was
I know.
never hammered.
It's like
It's
just
really
the whole
weird.
atmosphere of it. Amazing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Vakken. Well, not anymore. It's very commercial now. I'm sure there's other festivals that are kind of like how Vakken was.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Slipknot wasn't the headliner, I consider going.
What? Slipknot's amazing. Whoa. What? What's with the hate? And Corey Taylor's voice live? Nobody topped that
Okay.
guy's voice live.
Okay, I didn't really like the last album.
Oh, no.
I didn't really care.
No,
for
but no.
Or We Are Not Your Kind.
And like
I had
12-year-olds like their latest album, but like the first like 3 albums at least are like the first 2 albums. Every song is a hit song.
Yeah.
It's out of this world.
Iowa's an amazing album alone.
Yeah.
Iowa's the best.
Iowa, like
yeah.
that one really like blew my mind. Like the first self-titled already was
So
really
aggressive.
good, and then I was like,
But even though the new
Holy
album isn't
shit.
great, we saw them. It was right before the pandemic hit. We saw.
well, yeah,
them.
we saw them at the road show, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Gojira and Behemoth.
And
Yeah, we saw that.
Behemoth. Damn it!
Well, actually, we.
I
missed
wanted to go to that show.
We missed Behemoth, but we saw everyone else. But dude, Slipknot, Corey Taylor's voice to be able to slip in and out of clean tone to like false chord vocals like that. He does it.
Mad props
perfect.
to that guy. Like
No
that
mistakes.
That guy's like fucking unreal. He
Yeah.
really is.
100% props to that guy. Like an hour and a half of screaming with no weakness in his voice at all. Who the fuck else can do that?
Yeah.
He is tops. That guy can do his job really well.
Yeah.
I gotta give the whole band does it really well, but it's just like I know from singing live if something's gonna go, it's not the drummer, it's not the guitar player, it's the vocalist. Like keeping your pipes going that long and that well and that articulately, man oh man. That band was really good.
Yeah.
Gojira was amazing too.
Holy shit.
Shit. That
Oh, yeah.
drummer was something
Have you
else.
heard their new album?
No, I really want. Is it
Yeah,
on-
we heard some of it actually.
Is it on
Yeah,
Spotify
yeah,
yet?
it is. It is actually.
Oh
It's,
man,
Yeah.
we got a long list tonight.
Yeah,
Oh, we gotta go for COVID vaccines tomorrow.
yeah, I know.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
That's awesome.
We finally found a place. Took forever.
What one of the perks of being like 40 and over?
Yeah, right.
That's yeah. That's finally, yeah. It took us long enough to find somewhere that had vaccines in stock because holy shit. It's been like a bull stampede since they said, oh, anyone 40 and over can get their vaccination now. It's been fucking impossible to find anywhere that has them. Yeah. Anyway,
Yes.
that was yeah.
That's our plans for the weekend. Get the vaccine tomorrow. Probably feel sick on Sunday.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I always feel sick after
Get over it on
vaccines.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Hey.
Right?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other questions about the EP? I know it's like
Let's just
we've
jump from
traveled
one,
like 1,000 miles.
Yes.
Told you.
No. 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 I do not have any. I think all the questions I did have got answered, and again, I always learn something new just from you both, and
Aw.
Aw.
I've learned so much tonight.
That's awesome, man. Anytime,
So
man.
thank you.
We love hanging out and talking,
Oh
and drinking beers with you. So
yes,
Yeah.
yes. We will. We should start doing it more when we can, and
I agree.
you know, we won't be shunned for it.
exactly, we can go to like the Doors pub and do it or something, like in person.
Yes.
Dear Lord, what
Yes.
would that be like?
That'd be messy.
Right?
It'd be metal.
It'd be
Right?
metal and messy, I
Right.
think.
Messy
A bit
metal.
of both.
Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect.
I see metal.
Sure.
Well, no, Dr. Def, Madame Chamsville, thank you both so much for joining
Thank
me
you.
this evening
Yeah.
to talk about. You're welcome. Is there anything else you want to say to everyone who's watching this video or who has made it to this point of the video?
An hour, two. Oh my god, it's been 2 hours.
It's been 2 hours. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I'm not sorry. Go listen to us, and then go listen to the original by Stravinsky, and then go listen to us again, and then go fuck a goat. I mean, what else can you say?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Right, pretty much
Fuck
sums
a
it up.
goat, eat its poo, fuck it again. You're
Yeah.
done.
There you go.
Yeah.
And hug your cat.
And hug your cat. Everyone hug your cats.
Love your cat.
Yeah, love your cats.
Yes. Love your cat.
Love your cats, fuck your goat.
Until next. That should be a T-shirt
Love your cats.
you should make. Just make that a tank top.
Right? A tank top. It's better as a tank top. Needs to be sleeveless.
Yes. Just wear it to the beach casually.
Sauntering down the beach.
Yeah. Mothers covering their children's eyes.
Hello.
Hello. Nothing going on.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
It's amazing as always. We love you, Colin.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank
Oh, I love you both too.
That was
You're
great.
welcome. Until next time, everyone, keep on thrashing.
I'll find you on
thrashing.
Untapped. Yeah, keep thrashing.